Sabotage, this is Jeff.
This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff. This is an Axiom Verge.
Have you ever seen someone get kicked so hard that they exit the current game you're in?
No.
Well, let's go see what that looks like.
All right. I'm intrigued.
These are the lost episodes. Both of them, they're really kind of the same story. It's the first and second half.
Okay.
I mean, they're not... It'll be very obvious. They connect together. I consider them sort of one continuous little tiny story.
Right, which is why we're recording both of them.
Indeed.
Tonight. Someone angrier than me. No, I saw a thing where everything is only in Japanese.
Yes. So there are no English voices for the lost episodes. You'll see why that's not necessary. So, as you might have noticed in the intro, the background with the Taizan warrior is the same as Sagat's level from Street Fighter. Which is your first clue.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
So yes, Asura is going to punch Ryu, Ryu is going to punch Asura. There we go.
That sounds fantastic.
This is also the reason I feel this is one of the reasons why it's Japanese only. A little bit cheaper, plus there's not really a lot of like English voice acting, right? It's the cutscene like dialogue boxes
The
mostly.
eternal challenger. I like that.
I missed that. There we go. I was like, all right, we're still doing Asura's Wrath. Now let's get my ass kicked by Ryu because I do not know how to play Street Fighter as interpreted by Asura's Wrath just yet.
Okay.
So it's side-scrolling.
Yeah. It's Street Fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep pressing up to jump.
Yeah.
B, the A button is jump. Okay.
Okay. So it's not quite Street Fighter.
Yeah. You otherwise have the same combos that you do, the same sort of moves. But I was basically just like doing Street Fighter moves, seeing if anything would come out. But no, Asura is not Ryu.
Well, that's true. Nope.
So, yes, I got the...
This is fantastic.
Getting hit by the wake-up Shoryuken. It's going to go bad for me. So, the thing is that I also don't... You actually have all of the moves that you have as normal Asura, not just the ones that they indicate in the upper left.
Yeah.
I think Ryu is the Street Fighter 4 version, so he's got his EX moves, his supers, and his... what do they call it? I didn't play a lot of Street Fighter 4. The unblockable...
Yeah. Hey, and parries.
The black ink moves. I forget what those are called, but those are the unblockable ones.
Right.
Like focus attack? I think it might be focus attack.
I think it's focus attack. Feel free to let us know in the comments, because I was never good at Street Fighter 4 because I always played against... That's a lot of spins. I always played against people who were very good and were not interested in actually teaching anybody how to play. They just wanted to beat them as hard as possible, as fast as possible. Game over. As fast as possible for their own egos. So that wasn't fun.
Yeah, I do not like fighting games because I don't like losing.
Yeah. I never noticed in all our years of friendship that you didn't.
Oh man, you didn't notice.
No, weird. I guess you're super calm or something.
Yeah, must be it. Don't get salty at all.
No.
So, as I mentioned, you can do all of the moves. I don't quite figure that out until we get to Lost Episode 2. But I figured out enough that we can we can advance the plot here. One thing I'm kind of sad I was never able to do was get the Y prompt when you knock him down, because you have to have a charged up.
Well, it was there very briefly, and then you didn't.
You have to have a charged up heavy attack, and then also you have to have him on the ground. I feel like you know what? Fine. Just here's fists. There we go.
And you win. Does he do as many
spinning
fun spins?
lariat?
No.
I brought the geef.
You brought the geef.
Get in touch with my inner geef.
Wasn't he a cyborg in one of those? Or a robot geef?
I don't think that's true. Back
There's
for
a
more.
continue screen that's fantastic.
This is basically because it's a 2-round, it's a best 2 out of 3, but, you know.
Right.
That's right, I can do the
dragon kick.
Yeah, dragon kick. I forget the name of that one.
All I remember is fireball and like Shoryuken.
Yeah, I got Hadouken, I got Shoryuken, but that is yep, found it. That is a Shoryuken. I'm very glad that I was able to catch that. It was very confusing at first. We need to go fight on the moon now.
How is he breathing?
Doesn't matter.
It's like I understand why you're not breathing, because...
This is when a Shoryuken turns into a pile driver.
Oh, are you punching him through the planet now?
Nope.
It just made the StarCraft laser noise. That's great.
Yep. Another good reason to do this one after the first 18 episodes is that we'll actually... well, we'll see it here in a second. So there you go. We got Evil Ryu. He's powered up because, you know, this is an anime still.
Right.
This is our halfway point. We have fought Ryu honorably in a Street Fighter side-scrolling Street Fighter match.
This is...
Now we have to fight evil incarnate Evil Ryu on the moon. Asura's Wrath style.
That looks like What's a Doodle's sword.
Yep. This is the same place where we fought August.
August, that's it. So Evil Ryu is Akuma?
No. Evil Ryu is Ryu that was taken over by the Dark Hado? Ask me anything about the Street Fighter. This is what happened the first time. We'll ignore that. Moving on.
Oh,
yeah, just ask me anything
Hadouken,
about Street
Fireball.
Fighter
Right,
lore.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's try this.
So, another good reason we do this after episode 18 is I didn't want to ruin the reveal of Mantra Asura, which we see in this fight a little bit too. Or we will see anyways.
Right.
It would be kind of anticlimactic. We had already seen the absolutely perfect introduction of Mantra Asura in the main game.
Yeah.
You also... That's a laser.
That's a big Hadouken. How do you say that?
Should also be able to hear that in the background is a orchestrated version of Ryu's theme, sort of done in Asura's Wrath style. You'll very occasionally hear the... like in the strings in the background. Some familiar Street Fighter chords.
Oh, the tongue! That's fantastic. Oh, that's bad.
Appears to be using one of Diablo's attacks from Final Fantasy VIII.
You just fixed the divide that August made. Is that just part of the fight?
Yeah, that's his special attack. Goes on for a while.
Yeah. I still like the sextuple Shoryuken.
Yep. I also appreciate the E Honda hands.
Yes. I really like that this exists. This makes me happy.
Evil Ryu is very aggressive. He always gets like a cheap hit when he does his like wake up Shoryukens and stuff. So it's really just kind of like a lot of the bosses of the game. It's more like waiting for the combo to end.
Is that like a super nut shot?
Kind of. So it's really only after he whiffs that you're safe to do a combo. Because like just going in, his attacks have priority to your attacks. So if you go in toe to toe, it'll cross through your own, unless you're in unlimited mode, I think. Don't quote me on that.
I won't.
Okay, good.
You're welcome. Your professional image is important to me.
Indeed. Branding. Stay on message.
There's just so many pretty colors happening. Alright.
Get another one of these.
Is it supposed to be a nut shot, or is it just like breaking his legs?
Unclear, but it's burst time. Yep. Okay, got it.
Just hit the buttons.
Yeah, this is where you just hit all buttons.
Is that a Capcom thing or a Samurai Showdown thing? I'm confused.
I think that's... Again, ask me anything about, ask me anything about Street Fighter lore. I thought that was Akuma's super.
Yeah.
Where it just kind of disappears. You hear a bunch of hits, and then he stands with his back with the Japanese character in the background. I'm pretty sure that's an Akuma thing.
Asura, so graceful.
I can still hear Liam O'Brien's voice in my head.
Well, that's all times. Ooh?
3 question mark shadow.
Oh, please be Heihachi.
No, it's still a Capcom game.
Okay. That would have made me super happy if it was just straight up Heihachi for no reason.
For no reason at all.
Alright, who is this?
Well, you'll remember what I said at the intro. Yeah, speaking of Akuma,
Yeah.
there's Akuma. That is the first Lost episode. That was Ryu and Evil Ryu. As you might have deduced, the second one will be against Akuma.
It'll be Ryu and Asura versus Akuma, I assume.
So, yes, this also has a full credit sequence, which I'm going to cut out.
Okay.
But we'll watch the first part because you can actually hear a very good, Yeah, there we go. So yes, this is Ryu's theme, interpreted through the Asura's Wrath orchestration.
Nice. I didn't know Ryu had a theme. Well, I knew he had a theme, I just didn't know what it was. I know Ken's and I know Guile's. I might know Dalsim's. Sure.
I assume that's Ryu's theme. I don't know specifically, because again, ask me anything about Street Fighter lore. I'm an expert.
The last one I played extensively was Super Street Fighter, and that was when Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, when it first came out for the Super Nintendo.
Ironically, it was many moons ago.
Alright, so what are we talking about after the credits?
That was the story of how David left the Jeff and David show.
It became the Jeff and...
the Jeff show.
The Jeff and Loneliness show.
That's, yeah. I could probably make a few episodes of that. And then just silence and awkwardness.
Yep.
Maybe just a little... Didn't really do very well on this one. That's okay.
Wow.
Moving on. Ignore. There's a lot of trying to figure out how to, first of all, play the first half.
Which is fantastic.
Dance.
Fantastic, baby. Get a KO with a special attack.
So you beat it, it unlocks mission mode, and then you have to beat it a billion more times with special conditions, and we're not going to do that. So the end.
What do you get for doing that?
I think at the end the only thing I know for sure that you get is like the cutscenes unlock in your collectibles.
Oh, okay.
Thus your sort of unlock completion percentage for DLC increases.
Ah. Okay.
The only reason I know that is because after I had actually beaten the game, there was still a few cutscenes that were missing. I was like, where are those? Did I like miss something important here? But no, I had already seen them. It was just that you can't go back and watch them again until you finish mission mode. That was my understanding. I was like, not doing that. That's fine. Someone else can do that. Whatever.
No, that doesn't sound fun. Well, if this was something you enjoyed and you want it to remain the Jeff and David show and not the Jeff and Lonely show or the David talks to himself show, please consider giving money to our Patreon campaign. You can give us money every month, and maybe eventually hopefully we'll get enough to do this full time.
All right, sounds good. Let's go fight Akuma.
All right, let's just go straight into that. No 20 minutes of after episode talk. No.
Nope. This is I'm splitting this up because it feels logical to split it up per episode, but really Lost Episode 1 and 2, they're kind of just like a little mini story, a little mini campaign here.
Yes.
So
we'll a little bit of happiness.
Yes, we'll roll right into the Akuma fight.
All right.